Assalamu alaikum. My name is Farheen Iqbal and today we are going to talk about action research. Action research in education is known for improving the teacher and administrators' professional practices by educationalists for solving the problems in education. Basically, it is a formative study usually conducted by the teacher and administrators in the school. Action research is a spiral process that includes problem identification by the teachers or the group of teachers or the administrations, and then taking actions, and then conclude the findings about the result of the action that has been taken. Action research in education help the teacher to adopt the most appropriate strategy within teaching learning environment. Teachers around the world imply the actions that have been taken and to improve the circumstances of schools and the classroom as a part of their teaching and research. In these slides we will discuss about the action research in education and show how the difference between traditional research and action research work in the field of education and in the field of research. Basically, it's a process, it's a circle that is include the plan, act, observe and reflect. And we will start from the first slide, which is about the introduction. Action research is systematic inquiry that is conducted by the teachers, administrators and the other stakeholders about that is strictly specifically about the teaching and the classroom or the school environment. And the purpose to collect the data is about how their particular school operates and how they teach and how the students feels and work in the classroom. Typically, action research in the field of education is undertaken in the school setting. It's important कि स्कूल से विद इन द स्कूल सेटिंग जो होती है वो एक्शन रिसर्च बेस करती है. इन एक्शन रिसर्च टीचर्स एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स engage in a reflective process that involve inquiry and discussions as a component of research, right? Next slide is based on the comparison between action research and traditional research. Action research is a unique approach for the teachers because problems to be solved for the teaching and learning environment in the form of research. Action research provide a sourceful and thoughtful implication for the research problem that occur in the classroom. Traditional, if we see, the traditional method is based on the conducted by the professors, scholars and graduate student on experiments and control group. So action research is basically more focused about by the teachers and principal on children in their cares. So जो traditional research है वो students भी कर सकते हैं, experimental भी कर सकते, experiments भी कर सकते हैं and control groups भी उसमें हो सकते हैं. लेकिन जो action research है is focused, especially focused on the teacher and learning process. ट्रेडिशनल में क्या होता है, इन इन्वायरमेंट वेयर वेरिएबल्स कैन बी कंट्रोल, लेकिन यहाँ पे एक्शन रिसर्च में यू कैन नॉट कंट्रोल द वेरिएबल्स इन स्कूल एंड द क्लासरूम्स. एंड जो ट्रेडिशनल मेथड होता है उसमें क्वांटिटेटिव मेथड टू शो सम प्री डिटरमाइंड डिग्री ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिकल सिग्निफिकेंस, यानी क्वान्टिफाइबल डाटा होता है जिसमें हम कॉज एंड इफेक्ट रिलेशनशिप को वेरिएबल्स को स्टडी करते हैं. ऑन द अदर हैंड क्वालिटेटिव मेथड डिस्क्राइब व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग इन द अंडरस्टैंडिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ सम ऑफ एजुकेशनल इंटरवेंशंस, कि कुछ एजुकेशनल इंटरवेंशंस के बेस पे अगर कुछ हैपनिंग हो रहा है तो उसको स्टडी करना या उसके इफेक्ट्स को देखना, ये एक्शन रिसर्च में होता है. ये मोर इन डेप्थ होता है rather than कि जनरल हो. टू रिपोर्ट एंड पब्लिश कंक्लूजन्स दैट कैन बी जनरलाइज्ड इन अ लार्ज पॉपुलेशन. जो ट्रेडिशनल मेथड होता है उसमें जो हमारे रिजल्ट्स आते हैं उसको दे कैन बी जनरलाइज्ड, बट इन एक्शन रिसर्च टू टेक एक्शन एंड affect the positive educational change in a specific school environment that was studied. यहाँ पे जनरलाइजेबिलिटी कम होती है, ठीक है. एंड टाइप्स ऑफ एक्शन रिसर्च पॉसिबल इन एजुकेशन. इंडिविजुअल टीचर रिसर्च. it is argued that teachers maybe quest the solution of difficulties in the classroom organization, instructional strategy used in the material student learning. So teacher can conduct their action research drawing by the various aspects of school life. These aspects can be categorized in a four issues main. First is the student centered issues. In student centered issues we can be studied about students self esteem, improving their study habits, improving student character, developing students character, and helping student how they work together, and how they deal with the change, and how the teacher can improve the students motivation. एंड अनदर एस्पेक्ट्स विच इज़ अबाउट द टीचर क्लासरूम इशूज़, जिसमें टीचर जो होता है वो स्टूडेंट्स के अटेंडेंस को कंसीडर कर सकता है कि हाउ द अटेंडेंस इम्प्रूव आर द डिक्रीज द स्टूडेंट, मैनेजिंग स्टूडेंट कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, उनके जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होते हैं, एंड काउंसलिंग स्टूडेंट्स, टीचर चैलेंजिंग स्टूडेंट्स, उसके अलावा डिसिप्लिनरी प्रॉब्लम्स can be studied, and then it can be classified by the various aspects, right? Then next type is collaborative action research. Collaborative action research is based on the apart from the individual research. Collaborative research is another form of action research that may be include two teachers, several teachers, or the other interested in address of, it might be a classroom or department issues. This issue may be involve the classroom or the common problem that is maybe shared by the classroom. And basically collaborative teacher research, collaborative ये जो teacher research होती है, provide a way of teacher to participate in the examination and classroom in order to help the policies to improve the condition of between the teachers and academic or the other stakeholders of about in education, right? So it's about the different stages. Like first is may you have to identify the problem, then develop the plan of actions, then collect the data about your specific problem, then analyze the data, then you have to prepare the report or the result, then you adjust the theory and begin again, right? So if we are talking about these two types, if we see the examples of collaborative action research, इसमें poor performance of social studies, science, math, so that is the example of this subject area related. You can search from this topic through. And then step in action research, the methodology that you have used in action research. First, identification of the problem. What aspects your professional practices जो हैं you can be improve, or what's going in the investigation. Action research जो होती है basically required, we begin from where we are. In this regard there are many arguments. It's important to bring where you are and to keep the focus, and you need to be a practical and ask, can I do something about this issue? Can I hope to bring about change, or I am out of the depth? So these type of question you have to keep in mind while doing the research. Problem identification, and problem should be a real and a solid, that can be addressed. Data collection in action research, existing archival, you have to data in existing through students previous record, like attendance or the individual their presence from. You can take the data from teachers and the peers group, and conventional sources जो होते हैं, इसमें you can collaborate or the through communication or observation with the fellow up members of the population that often required some to help you to collect the data. Inventive original sources, they are usually more creative and complex and deep. We use these sources then when we want in-depth and qualitative. Basically when we want to do in-depth study we did in inventive sources ना include assessment जिसमें होती है performance assessment होती है, इसके अलावा portfolios जहाँ पे video tapes and photographs and children drawings ये we can use to collect the data. Then you have to analyze data in action research and report result, take action based on which is result you have gained through the research problem. Evaluate, you have to evaluate and differentiate from good and bad thing and reflect your journal. So if we conclude all our slide in regards importance of education result education action research, it's basically about the professional development of educator. Action research can also be used to replace teacher in a service as mean of professional growth and development. Teachers की professional और जो professional growth और development के लिए it's very important. It's increase teacher empowerment को ये enhance करती है और the more important thing is action research fill the gap between theory and practice. So that's all about today's slides. I hope you like it. If you have any question, comment below. Thank you.